I'm just going to show you how you crimp a cable. I've got a couple of cables here. These are pre-terminated at the moment. It's a 25mm cable that's got an N8 lug in there at the moment. So we're just going to crimp the other end for your smart shunt, which is going to be a 10mm hole. So we've got these copper lugs. First things first, we just need to strip back the insulation on the wire. How you know how long it is just hold your lug up above the cable. You'll see the shoulder ends about there. So put your finger there, and you're going to strip about that much off. So we bring our knife up to about that point, just wrap it around once. Don't cut too deep because you don't want to cut into the strands. Once you've scored that line, you should be able to see the copper through it. And then what I do to make it easier is I just cut down the side, and then I can sort of peel it away without having to nick the copper at all. Once you've got that peeled off, all you're going to be able to do is get your copper lug and slide it over the top. That should slide all the way home. There should be an ever so slight gap between the insulation and the copper lug. That is good. You don't want it butted up because you know it potentially could go further in and it's not fully seated. So once you're at that, you want to make sure that it's going to face the right way wherever you're going to crimp it on. I don't know exactly how you're going to use these, so I'm going to just do it completely flat. And then your crimp tool might vary, but I've got a very fancy electric hydraulic. So we'll just place it in the tool. I'm going to pull that and you'll hear it for a second. There we go, that's my tool done. That's now crimped it on. You see there's a nice big indent in the bottom of that. So that is fully crimped on. If you try to pull that off, even if you put a screwdriver through, put it on the floor and try to pull it, that will not break. That will not come away. That's how it's crimped properly. Then all you need is some Heatshrink. You can get that pretty much anywhere. I prefer the stuff with the glue inside and a 3:1 ratio. So ideally you just want to slide that over the top, obviously pre-cut to length. You can get it on large rolls for a lot cheaper. And then I'm going to use a gas blowtorch just to shrink that over, and then it should be done. You just need to make sure that you're going to see a little bit of glue oozing out the top and the bottom. Keep the heat moving. You don't want to melt the heat shrink or burn it, but you do want to see a bit of that glue oozing out the top, and the bottom, just to make sure it's fully shrunk around. And you'll see now that, apart from portrait, is a lovely, nice crimp, and that's ready to be used. That's it. Simple.